Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday, September 23rd meeting of the Lebanon Utility Service Board. Let the record reflect that all board members are present tonight and that the meeting was appropriately notified. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first item tonight is approval of the minutes from the September 9th, 2020 meeting. Everyone had a chance to review the minutes?
I move that the minutes be approved as written.
Second.
Motion made by Aaron, seconded by Bill to approve the minutes from September 9th, 2020. Any other discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Please note I abstained as I was not at the last meeting.
All right, record reflects that Jim has abstained. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is it's an action item. It's the 2021 Employee Health Insurance Review. Sandra Morgan is going to go through some things with the board tonight. Hi, Sandra.
Good evening. So I'm going to give a quick update on the health insurance. In 2017, we entered into a 3-year agreement with AIM. So this is our 3rd year. Next year will be our 4th year. The agreement does require both LU and the city to remain in the trust. And if we ever decide to get out of the trust, we would need to do an 8-month notice to terminate that agreement. From 2017 through 2020, I have on here that we've saved over $500,000, but at this point it's really over $1 million that we have saved by moving to the trust. So it's been very beneficial for us. So the renewal came in this year at 0.3% increase, which is incredible if you look back at the increases that we had prior to moving into the trust. And important to note, last year with the trust, we'd only gotten a 1% increase also. So to remain on the same plan that we're on this year, next year, it's HSA Plan 7. It's about $807,000. If we continue to contribute to the health savings account at $154,000, it comes in at $962,000 approximately. And because of the change in our employees, that's still about $50,000 less than what we requested last year. So we are recommending that the board approve to continue our HSA Plan 7 with the AIM Medical Trust for 2021.
All right, thanks, Sandra. That's some pretty nice numbers, and I know we talked earlier about how that $500,000 plus savings since we switched plans a few years ago is real money, and it's thanks to you and the board for going through all this with a fine-tooth comb. So, any questions for Sandra on that portion? I think we have 3 different motions on here, is that right?
Yeah, it looks like
Okay.
it.
All right.
Do you want me to go through all
Let's
of them
see.
first, or do you want to do them individually?
Do you want to?
Let's just do them individually.
Okay, yep.
I make a motion to remain on Plan 7 with AIM Medical Trust as presented for 2021.
Second.
Motion made by Aaron, seconded by Bill to approve to remain on Plan 7 with AIM Medical Trust as presented for 2021. Any other questions for Sandra? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, Sandra, we'll jump to the next portion.
The next recommendation we have on that is with the 0.3% is amazing. So we are asking that the 2020 employee rates remain the same for 2021.
I make a motion that the employee rates remain the same for our health insurance through AIM for 2021.
Second.
Motion made by Bill, seconded by Jim to confirm that employee rates will remain the same for our health insurance through AIM for 2021. Any questions about that? All right, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. And Sandra?
And then last on the health insurance, we are recommending that the board approve to continue funding the HSA at the 2020 rates, which was $2,200 for single and $4,400 for family.
All right, that's pretty self-explanatory. Same as prior year, correct?
Yep.
All right.
I move to approve the amendment to, not amendment, I move that we not change anything on the section 125 for 2021.
Second.
Motion made by Dan, seconded by Jim to approve that the HSA contributions made by Lebanon Utilities for employees remain the same for 2021. Any questions about that? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thanks Sandra, and now you will jump to the ancillary benefits.
Yeah, for 2020, we actually moved all of our ancillary benefits to AIM also. So the renewals came in this year, and normally they do try to do a 2-year renewal. And because we are in with the city on this, we do have to keep the same options as the city, whatever we keep the same. So I've talked with Tanya, they didn't change their options for this year. We was not looking to change ours either. So if you look at it, the dental came in at $27,868, no change in rate, so that's a 0% up or down. Our vision came in at $6,227, again, no change for us. Our life came in at $5,650, no change in rate. Our short-term, long-term disability came in at 19.69, and that was a 19.69% increase. Overall, it was only $4,000. So we were actually pretty happy with the ancillary benefits. So we are asking that the board approve to continue our relationship with AIM for the 2021 ancillary benefits and accept the rates as proposed.
All right, thanks Sandra. Looks like some pretty decent numbers there as well. Any questions for Sandra additionally on the ancillary benefits? All right, if not, I'll entertain a motion for that.
I make a motion, we approve our ancillary benefits as presented for vision, dental, life, short and long-term disability.
Second.
Motion made by Bill, seconded by Dan to approve the ancillary benefits as presented for the vision, dental, life, and short and long-term disability for 2021.
Neil, I'd like to make a comment right here.
Okay.
For the hundreds, maybe thousands of folks watching this, we had a working session where we discussed this in great detail, so we're not just, agreeing with this willy-nilly. We have some thoughtful understanding of what we're voting on, so I just wanted to share that.
Yep, good point. Thanks, Aaron. We have discussed this a lot, and of course, health benefits and benefits of all kinds are important for employees, and but the dollar factor is huge too. So we do take it into lots of consideration.
I think we're ready for a vote now.
Okay. Yeah. So we did have two. We had Bill and Dan made motions there, correct? Mm-hmm. All right. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you, Sandra. And now the section 125.
Yeah, so earlier this year, Congress passed and the President signed the CARES Act. Specific to the 125 plans, they removed the prescription requirement and they now allow over-the-counter drug reimbursements, whereas before they didn't allow that from your HSAs or your flexible spending accounts. And then they also allow menstrual care products to qualify as medical care for reimbursements for tax-free distribution or the reimbursement. So we are required to implement this change. And I do want to apologize, it was a misstep on my part. I thought we were covered under the city policy, but we've been told that we really need our own signed version. So we need to have this retroactive to April 15th, 2020. So we're recommending that the board approve the amendment to the Section 125 plan with an effective date of April 15th, 2020.
All right, thanks, Sandra. Any questions about the Section 125 for Sandra?
I make a motion to approve, was there no questions? I'm sorry.
Nope.
Okay. I make a motion to approve the amendment to the Section 125 plan as presented, retroactive to April 15, 2020.
Second.
Motion made by Aaron, seconded by Bill to approve the amendment to the Section 125 plan as presented. Any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, Sandra, you're moving right along here.
I'm doing good. All right, so the last thing on the list is the presidential executive order. On August the 8th, 2020, President Trump signed an executive order related to the deferment of payroll taxes. And after that, the IRS issued Notice 20-2065. And what that does is it allows for the deferral of withholding and payment of the employee portion of the Social Security tax only. And that runs from September 1st through December 31st. So the important thing to note there is it allows, it is not a mandate. It also requires the repayment of this from January 1st through April 30th of next year. We've talked about that in-house, we've talked with the city, just to see was there any room for us to try to do this. And some of the issues that we have is our payroll system would have to be modified in 2020, and then we would have to modify it again in 2021. It would have to track that on previous wages. There would be a lot of manual calculations. We could be liable for any employee that no longer works for us if we didn't get that withheld before they left. So we are recommending that we would opt out and not participate in the tax deferral at this time. And again, it was a deferral. You're just shifting the burden. Next year, you would have to withhold double, but part would be at the old rate and part would be at the new rate. And I think we wrote up the motion so that the board could choose, but from an internal standpoint, it's our recommendation that we do opt out.
All right, thanks, Sandra. We did talk a little bit about this as well in a working session, and like you said, it's optional to participate, and this is not anything that's forgiven. It is required to be paid back next year. So do we have any motions or questions for Sandra on this, and then a motion on an item, or any more discussion?
I've got a statement on that. I really believe that this was designed to help the people that lost their income or a portion of their income when the pandemic started. And that doesn't pertain to our people. And as a result of that, I would move that we not participate, that we opt out.
That is a great point that I did not make.
I would second that if Dan's made a motion.
All right, I have a motion by Dan and a second by Jim to opt out of the presidential executive order regarding tax deferral. Do we have any more questions for Sandra or discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thanks, Sandra.
All right, thank you.
Next item tonight is the Ulen bid authorization, and our electric manager, Jeff Greeno, and I believe Council Jeff Jacob is going to speak on this item. Hey, Jeff, hey Jeff, how's it going?
How is everyone?
Too many Jeffs.
The electric department would like to request authorization to bid from the Lebanon Utility Service Board on the project of the town of Ulen electrical upgrade. The authorization will be contingent upon signed and recorded easements, a fully executed MOU, and completion of the contract documents. The early authorization will allow us to advertise for bid as soon as these items are completed, and which is anticipated to be the first or second week of October.
Jeff, thanks for that info, and Jeff Jacob, do you want to elaborate a bit on where we are for this project? It's definitely been an ongoing project for a while with some twists and turns, but
Thank you. Just to update, we have, as I sort of promised the board at the last meeting, and as we have talked about some of the engineering costs, I was looking back at some emails in my calendar, and this has been going on for over a year now. And this project, as we saw with the recent outage, it needs to come to some sort of conclusion. We're at some juncture going to be doing a disservice to the residents in Lebanon by allowing a fragile system to remain. And it's also going to cost our other ratepayers dollars, because we have to pay to keep the system in its current state operational. So I would suggest that the board put a date certain of October 7th as a deadline to have received the signed MOU and all necessary easements signed and recorded for completion of the rear yard project. In other words, if they are not received by, let's say, noon on October 7th, that you authorize me to withdraw the MOU and allow authorization for Jeff Greeno to design and bid the front yard system after that date.
okay, thanks, Jeff. So essentially, this project, the town has requested that the new system be installed in backyards instead of front yard for appearance and aesthetic reasons, and obviously there's a cost difference between the two, and we can't obtain an official cost of the backyard installation until we have the MOU or Memorandum of Understanding, along with easements, completed easements. And
Correct.
And it sounds like there are still some easements that they haven't completed, and so we can't move forward until we have those documents. And as you said, this is a pretty important project, very old electric system. We definitely don't want to move into the heart of winter and have this system fail and try to repair that when the conditions are bad. So with that being said, the October 7th date is kind of a time frame that we feel comfortable with, and hopefully that they can come back with, and we can move forward and try to finish this thing out.
Yeah, Neil, I agree completely with what you're saying, and Jeff. And my concerns lie in that I don't believe that we can in good conscience not draw lines, deadlines, because if in fact that system goes down, this last time we were lucky. It only cost us an additional, $8,000 to $10,000. And we were able, as a result of Jeff's thinking on his feet and getting a subcontractor in to get that taken care of, that might not be the possibility the next time. And the outage will last for days, or could last for days. So I really believe that they're probably going to want to move forward on this too. I know they want it in the back, but we have to have the necessary documents signed in a proper time so that we can get this completed before bad weather.
I would agree.
That being said, I move to approve the make sure I'm on the right item here. I move to approve the advertising for bids on the Town of Ulen of electric upgrade project contingent upon the signing and recording of easements, a fully executed MOU, and the completion of contract documents presented to the Lebanon Utility Board by noon, October the 7th, 2020. If in fact those documents are not received at that point in time, Jeff Jacob and Ed Vasco are authorized to move forward with installation of front yard electrical, what do I want to say, system for the town of Ulen. Okay.
So if I heard correctly, just to make sure,
Yes.
to reiterate, Jeff has been authorized to bid the rear yard system upon receipt of the MOU and the easements.
Yes.
Additionally, we are withdrawing the MOU if the easements and signed MOU are not received by noon on October 7th, and that Jeff is authorized to design and bid the front yard system.
Absolutely. Yes.
Does that summarize?
That summarizes
Okay.
everything. Yes.
Yeah, and I don't want to.
Thank you.
I want to just clarify, I think maybe we said start the installation October 7th in front yards. That wasn't,
No.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
not the intent, but the bid and design will move forward after that date.
Correct.
As necessary if we don't have what we need.
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, Dan made the motion. We have a second?
I second.
Motion made by Dan, seconded by Bill, to approve advertising for bids on the Town of Ulen electrical upgrade project contingent upon signed and recorded easements, a fully executed MOU, and the completion of the contract documents by October 7th, 2020 at noon. Any other discussion or questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Next item is approval of the claims, dated September 23rd, 2020. Everyone had a chance to review the claims?
I'll make a motion, we pay the claims.
Second?
Motion made by Jim, seconded by Dan to approve the claims dated September 23rd, 2020.
And the amount of those claims is $2,491,048.70.
Thank you, Aaron. I didn't have that number. I knew you probably had it.
Yeah, it was on there.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next item is other business that may come before the board. Anybody have anything for the board tonight? Any public input or comments tonight? All right, looks like our next meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, October 7th, 2020 at 5 p.m. Anybody have anything else for the board before we adjourn? All right, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?
Motion made by Bill, seconded by Aaron to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we stand adjourned. Thank you, everyone.